Well, hello, here I am with my friend Carol Keith, another MCC, and we are just delighted that we are running our course for the third time, which is the Coach Credential Preparation course. And it's a 12-week intensive. We designed it that way because many coaches were coming to us and saying, I don't have 6 months, 10 months. I need to upskill my coaching, either because I have a lucrative contract that I want to show up and really coach, or I'm working on my credential from the ICF. So we sort of put all the stuff and none of the fluff in this 12-week, twice a week construct of the course. And Carol, you've experienced this with me. The students really love this.
Oh, they do. And I think there's so many advantages. First of all, as you mentioned, the 12-week, because many of these courses look like overwhelm for people who are trying to up-level their coaching and up-level a credential. And so this is it's lasered in really on what kinds of things you need to know, what kinds of techniques we're going to help you with. Mm-hmm. And the beauty of it, as I think you had mentioned too, is that the students get lots of practice. And we love to really start out the practice with having that ability to hone in on the specific techniques. And so, let's just practice that technique. Okay, then let's just add the next technique on top of it. And it kind of gives you that feeling of, I can do this,
Yeah.
And it also helps that MCC or leveling from an ACC to a PCC not be quite so daunting and scary.
Yeah, I think it almost without an exception, students were like, I have more confidence.
Yeah.
And that, whether you're a new coach or coaching forever, confidence comes to play when someone's going to assess you.
Yeah.
And I also think that, the way we do it, we deconstruct things. So if you have a bad habit, like I used to have some bad habits, and it got in the way of me getting my MCC, it was perfectly okay at PCC. We take those and we've built them in here, and we tell you literally, change this to this. Yeah. And then you get to experience the impact of it when we demonstrate it, or when you're coaching in the practicum with each other, maybe, or with us. You'll see that little changes make a big difference. Yeah. And so the other thing, I think we're more than mentoring. It's a big part of this 12 weeks. You have until 6 months after the course to submit recordings to us. And we will give you our feedback. We will give you, if we say, wow, I think this is PCC, you can submit it. Or both of us think this is MCC, go for it. Wow, what an assurance that would be, because it's not just one mentor, it's two. And we use Ray Notes, which is a great tool for having the competencies right in front of you, having our comments and going through it one by one individually. Like there's a part of this course that you get 3 one-on-one sessions with us. If I think it's MCC, I'll kick it over to Carol and say, okay, Carol, what do you think? And if we both agree, we'll get back to you. So I think that's a dreamscape. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm part of our reasoning for doing that too, was really to model what the ICF requires and how they do some assessing. So it's very valuable to have two people looking at it in two completely different ways. It's not like we would sit there and listen to it together. We would do it separately, just like the ICF does. And that's just now we're not going to guarantee you that anything will pass with the ICF, because we can't do that. Yeah. But we can certainly give you some feedback, some valuable feedback about where you can go with the next recording, and just whether or not you have absorbed a lot of what we've been teaching and a lot of what we've been practicing, and little areas where you might need to tweak it a bit and get better. But we've had you almost hate to brag, but we've had rave reviews on the class because it's really a lot of fun. And I know people have sat through many a course that, maybe is not so much fun, but this one has been, it's very experiential and it's very fun.
Yes, yes. I mean, this should be fun. This is your life's work being a coach. It shouldn't be so daunting. And so to give you the particulars, we start February 21st. You can register right up until that day. And in fact, if you need a couple of days after that, like you wake up one morning and say, oh my God, I missed the first class, no worries, come find us. We'll get you the recording. They are recorded. If you miss a class, you can catch up on the recording. The practicums are recorded as well, which I think are a great value. You can listen to them over and over again. I always hear, something different each time I listen. So at the end of this video will come my slide, and it will have the website to go and register. We're open to, talking to you about any concerns you have. You just find either of us and we'll talk it through with you.
Looking forward to having everyone.
Definitely. We can't wait. All right. Thanks.